We're here with another episode of Business Buzz right here in the town of North Hempstead. We're going to do some wonderful summer fun activities. We're going to be playing golf, do a little bit of planting, and I'm going to pick up a tennis racket and learn how to swing. All this summer fun and a whole lot more right here in the town of North Hempstead. We're here today at North Hempstead's Harbor Links Golf Course with Bob Lippiello, who's the general manager here. And today we're going to talk about summer fun. One of the things that we're going to do is go golfing. Thanks so much for having us today, Bob.
Talk about fun. We've got many things to do here at Harbor Links. Starting off, we've got an 18-hole championship golf course, which is it's challenging for all levels. It's designed by Dr. Michael Fjordsen. From there, we've also got a 9-hole executive course, very similar. I would call that the hidden gem on Long Island.
Hidden gem.
We also have miniature golf, 18 holes of that. We've got 4 athletic fields, which are lit throughout the night and our most sought after soccer fields. We also have beautiful driving range, 40 stalls that are lit throughout the evening. And then, of course, we also have our clubhouse for all our catering and banquet and grill room fun.
You have lessons that you give and summer programs for beginners.
Correct. All ages. We've got an award-winning staff of 5 full-time instructors here at Harbor Links. We've got our private side of the driving range, which is set up for instructional purposes. We've got a junior program, runs throughout the summer. It is a wonderful way to get kids into the game. And beginners, we have adult clinics throughout the whole summer.
What would be the best way to reserve their tee time? I'm learning this lingo.
The best way usually is always call the golf shop, 767-4816. Well, you can also book online at harborlinks.com, and you can just choose book a tee time online. And then the My North Hempstead app, directly right from your smartphone, you can book a tee time or less.
Really? So if I were to take out my cell phone, there'd be the My North Hempstead app, and there's a section right there where you click on it, and all of a sudden you have the opportunity to reserve a tee time, which is amazing. Tell me a little bit about this golf course, who manages it under the town of North Hempstead?
Century Golf Partners, also known as Arnold Palmer Golf Management, manages the entire facility for the town of North Hempstead. It has a management plan of all the natural resources with a very key focus on environmentally friendly practices.
Wow. Okay, so someone is going to teach me how to swing a golf club, and I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you so much for taking the time and speaking with me today.
The lessons aren't on the app, though.
Oh, gosh. I'm here with Nick, one of the most outstanding instructors here at Harbor Link, and he's going to attempt to teach me how to hit that. But I did bring along my colleague, Roy. Come on, Roy. Nick is going to show us how to golf. Let's go.
The golf swing is very simple. It's an elliptical motion transferred into a horizontal linear force. In doing that, you can either snap load, drag load, or flat load. Each one of those has 8 different components, which gives you 24 total actions that occur to strike the golf ball. So with that information, Kim, why don't you go ahead and get started?
Okay, so can we now do this in English? I have no idea what you just said.
It simply starts with the grip. It's how we hold the club.
Okay.
It's the only thing that connects us to the club. So we're going to very gently put it in here.
Yeah.
We're going to put the thumb on top.
Okay.
And we're just going to trap that thumb inside the other hand.
Yeah.
And by doing that, you have 2 hands that now become one piece. Set your feet about shoulder width apart. Let your arms hang nice and natural. Now as the club comes back, you're going to turn your shoulders ever so slightly.
What about my foot?
Leave it down. That would be better.
Okay.
Clubs are going to come down and around and all the way around you. Come up on your toe, and that should be your finish position.
Huh. Stand back, people. Stand back. Whoa! That was lucky. Where's my tee? I broke the tee. Look at that. I broke the tee.
That's a good thing.
I did it. Everyone needs to come and see Nick. See Nick. When you start the game, you start off from the tee and you use this kind of
The driver.
driver to hit the ball. And then when you follow up,
Clubs are designed to go different distances.
my daughter, who is almost 10 years old,
Okay.
is a lefty. I have to assume that there are lefty clubs that are like this big?
Yeah, yes, there are.
Really?
Yeah, we carry the U.S. Kids, some of the best clubs made. That's what a lot of people do is they'll cut down, you know, grandpa's old clubs.
Right.
And quite frankly, they're just too heavy and stiff and the kids really struggle. But how a fitting is done mainly these days is we look for the marks on the face.
Oh.
If they're all the way out there on the toe, the club's probably too short. If they're too into the heel, the club's probably too long.
And how many years have you been here at Harbor Links?
This is my 12th season at Harbor Links.
12
Been here
years.
12
So you must really like it.
I love it here.
Sometimes I get in the way of myself here. Is it still there? Thank you. Whoa!
See how forward you go?
It's the alignment.
It's all about going forward.
I want to know what this means. 4! What is that?
That means don't turn around, don't look, just scrunch your head and wait for it to land.
But why not like 2 or 3? Well, why is someone screaming 4?
Comes from the old Scottish and Gaelic. Basically, it means look out.
Oh, look out.
The problem is don't turn around.
Oh. So whenever
that
you
means the ball's coming at you.
So when you hear someone scream that, literally
Just
do
stay where
this.
you are. Just go like this.
Okay. Ah! Sorry. So although I had a lucky shot or two over at the main golf course, they suggested I try the miniature golf. They thought that would be more up my alley. So here we are at the miniature golf course. Let's hope that I don't hit anyone with the golf balls.
This time, we're gonna make
I'm not following
pendulum.
through. A pendulum. A pendulum. Ready for
Just
this?
like in 4th grade.
A pendulum is an object suspended from above that swings to and fro under the influence of gravity. Thank you so much, Dr. Franz from 4th grade.
Now,
Yes.
the only thing you have to figure out is how far back and how far forward.
You have
Right
to measure it though. You have to measure it.
Let's see if your philosophy works.
Too hard.
Measuring didn't work, did it?
No.
I killed it. I got it in. I wanted to thank everyone here at Harbor Links Golf Course right here in the town of North Hempstead. Nick, thank you so much for putting up with me and taking the time and attempting to teach me how to play golf. I also wanted to thank Bob, the general manager here. One thing I wanted to point out was right here in the miniature golf, they also do birthday parties. This is a wonderful place to have some summer fun. So again, whether it's miniature golf, birthday parties, private lessons, you want to play the full 18-hole course or even the 9-hole executive course, it's a great place. All right, that was a little respectable. Here we are at Hicks Nursery in the town of North Hempstead, and we're going to learn about some of the fun things that you can do to plant this summer season. I'm going to get my hands dirty. We're here at Hicks Nursery in the town of North Hempstead. We're talking about summer fun activities, and we're here with Karen. Thank you so much for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. So tell me, what is your title here? What do you do?
It's me.
It is you. I see that.
I am the marketing and education specialist here at Hicks Nurseries. Hicks Nurseries was established in 1853 by the Hicks family in this exact location, and we've been here the whole time. We have no other locations on Long Island, which is always a question.
And how large is this property, facility?
Tens of thousands of square feet.
I'll go with that.
Lots.
Okay. And how many employees do you have here?
It varies depending on the season, so it could be 50 to 150. Still owned and operated by the Hicks family. There's members of the family here on a daily basis running the store.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes.
Actually, walking around here, I noticed that a majority of the plants and fertilizers and flowers are all either natural, organic. You have a real big slant towards the environment.
We do. We make it our mission to have as many natural and organic products in the store as we can, and we'd like to think that we are one of the largest carriers of organic products on Long Island.
Excellent. Well, I want to let our viewers know that it's been quite a few years since I've been here. I tend to not be really good with plants and flowers, but Karen assures me that what we're going to do here right now is Kim proof, meaning I'm going to be able to do this, and if I can do this, anyone can do it.
You can do this.
Okay, so what activity are we doing here?
We are going to create a beautiful summer planter, and I promise you, it's easy and anybody can do it, even you.
Okay, let's go.
You want to get dirty?
Are there worms in here?
There are not worms in here, I promise you.
Okay.
So you're going to just take the soil.
Okay.
We'll get you started with a handful or two, and then we'll just dump the whole bag in there.
Oh my God.
Right? Get you dirty today.
What's the white stuff in here?
The white stuff in there is vermiculite, and all that does
I'm sorry, what is it?
It's called vermiculite.
Vermiculite.
And if you were to
Vermiculite.
squeeze it, you'll see it becomes these little white, it's almost foamy-like. And what that does is it retains water.
Whatever it is, it's
Whatever
good.
it is, it's good, and it
Okay.
helps to keep the soil moist.
Okay.
So, I'll do it the easier way now,
Okay.
which is that we just dump it on in there.
Oh my God, my kids are going to laugh at me.
You can do it.
Do people here have manicures?
Only in the winter.
Not very good for the manicure.
We left a bit of a ring around the top.
Yeah.
That's for two reasons. Number one, we're going to dig holes now, and we're going to put some plants in here.
Okay.
Number two, if we put the soil all the way to the top, which is a big beginner mistake, when the rain happens, or
I would
when,
do that, by the way, just so you know.
when it rains, or when you go to water your plants, the water just goes right out.
Okay.
You need to leave a lip so the water stays in.
Now, does this have holes in the bottom?
You should always make sure the pots that you purchase have holes in the bottom. A size about this size, you'd want at least 3 holes.
Did this have holes in the bottom?
This did not.
I'm a genius.
When we sell you this pot, we will make sure you know that, and we will also drill those holes for you if you'd
Oh.
like us to. We'd be
Yes.
happy to do that. This is actually the cleanest dirt you'll ever touch. It really, really is. It's sterile, so you don't have to worry about anything being in it.
Okay, like
Bugs.
worms.
Which I'm fine with, but I don't think you are.
I don't know. I have a thing about worms and fish. You will work with customers who
Yes.
come in here and actually help them custom make. Is this called a planter?
Yes, ma'am.
Custom make planters based on what their needs are. You also have pre-made arrangements.
Yes, this is one of our pre-made arrangements here, and we wanted to show you an example of what you'd use in shade, since we're going to make a sun one.
Okay, so this is shady.
This is a shady
stuff.
Yes.
Plants. Okay.
Yes.
How many years have you been doing this?
13 years this month. So a
So
little while.
This is like family here.
This is family here. We're all family here.
Wonderful.
We actually had a meeting the other day, and we have over 1,000 years of service and education between everybody who works here right now.
They also have a soil testing service.
Yes.
Who knew you could have your soil tested? But apparently, if you needed to know what was going on in the dirt by your home, you could have your soil tested.
So you forget a hand shovel, or you don't own
You
one.
use this to scoop it out.
You use this to scoop it out. So simple.
See?
So you squeeze the pot. You want
Yes.
to try?
Oh, now what's
a little
this?
hard. See
Okay, this has fur growing on it.
It's actually the roots of the plant. What you want to tell the plant is that it's no longer in a pot, so the roots don't need to keep going in circles.
Don't keep going in circles.
So by just, breaking them up a little bit, cracking the roots
Yeah?
have been activated, and now they're going to grow into this soil. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's fine. But see, here, give me that. There's not a lot of roots going on in there. There you go. Just squeeze lightly.
I didn't kill it?
No, you didn't kill it. There's still lots there for it to grow.
Okay.
We're gonna put our spike to the
So
side.
sorry.
So we're just gonna. All right, I see now why you don't garden much.
It's a miracle my 3 children are alive, because whenever I get plants or flowers, I kill them. And apparently now you see why. I'm very sorry.
And we'll just really fill it in well.
Okay.
You're pressing down, not just because it's fun, but because you want to make sure there's no air bubbles in there. You
Oh,
don't
I
want
didn't
any
realize
place
that.
where water's going to collect and rot the roots.
Okay.
It's
Fun.
not always scientific. Sometimes you got to just play with it and make it your own.
Okay.
So we're making it our own.
Yes, we are.
Once you're done, you would water the planter, and then I didn't bring you a fertilizer, but now is also a great time to fertilize with a product like Osmocote or Miracle Grow, following the directions on the package.
I would like to point out that the original creators of Miracle Grow, I think, were in Port Washington in the town of North Hempstead. Did you know that?
I did not know that. That's exciting.
I noticed that you had an outdoor patio section.
Yes.
You had a cafe. You had an educational room.
All throughout the year, we have a lot of educational classes happening, and we really try to mimic them to what's happening in the environment, you know, at that exact moment.
Okay.
And we do everything in landscape, in our landscape services department. So whether it is just landscaping the front yard or also putting in a porch and stairs, there's not a service really that we don't do. So bring us your questions, and we're always happy to help figure out the best solution.
Great.
Yes.
I feel like it's, you know, a magic something.
A magic thing.
But
yeah.
what is it? What is it actually?
This is a chimenea.
Okay.
And you put some wood in there, and it can either extend your season at the end of summer or start off in early spring, so you can sit outside, have some drinks, and
I can
hang
do
out.
that too. Oh my goodness, really? Please.
See, he's a happy little dragon.
This is really cute, actually.
See?
I can see myself spending all day here.
Yes.
And
That's our plan. It's a destination.
it's a come to Hicks
Yes,
Nurseries.
please.
It's a destination in the town of North Hempstead. When we asked if we can have a couple of words with him, he said, as soon as I'm done with this customer. That speaks volumes, by the way, which is great. Thank you for joining us on Business Buzz.
Sure.
Here in the town of North Hempstead, you have the most magnificent place, honestly, that I have. I was here probably 20 years ago. I'm coming back tomorrow.
We've got a lot of great people here who take a lot of hard effort to make sure the customers are serviced well. It just so happens today I was walking through the greenhouse, customer had some questions, so that's what we do.
Customers always come first. And do you find that you have a lot of repeat customers, that they're loyal, that they keep returning and coming back?
Oh yeah, we see a lot of the same faces every year, and we're always happy to see them back. Especially in gardening, it's sort of an annual event for a lot of people to get out into their gardens and plant up, and so we see a lot of the same folks year after year, and of course a lot of new people that are just starting out that come out and walk in and say, I have no idea what I'm doing, please help, and that's what we're here for as well. We're really here to help people enjoy their outdoor environment, their garden, their outdoor living space, and so whether it be just advice on how to make their dreams a reality, the actual products to come and purchase it, or they want someone to come to their home and do it for them. You know, we want people to choose the level of help they need, and we're here to help them.
And this is a family-owned business for how many years?
162 this year.
And I know that you're not 162 years old.
I'm not.
So how many family members are actually involved in the day-to-day operations here?
Right, there's myself and my sister.
Well, I appreciate you taking the time out. I know that you were extremely busy, and I'm really,
Not at all, it's our pleasure.
really honored to have had the opportunity to meet you. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
Thank you.
We are here with Rich Abbott, who is one of the designers in the landscaping center here at Hicks Nursery, and I just wanted to thank you for taking some time and explaining to me what all of this is. This is really an art.
The biggest thing I tell people is the architecture of home is existing and you're not changing that. So don't fight the architecture of your home. You want to accentuate it with the plant material. So where you have low windows, you need low plants. And where you have a corner, you might want to soften it with a tall plant. And the biggest thing is culture. If you're sunny or you're shady, you want to pick plants that like being in sunny or shady.
Now, how many designers do you have here on staff?
There are 4.
Okay, and how long have you been doing this?
This is my 4th year.
Wow, okay. So I see you have something here as an example.
Yeah, I just brought out a little example of a plan. This was a corner of a backyard. The rest of the yard was fine. They just wanted to focus on this area, so we focused on this area. It was a backyard. The main component for this was screening, so we needed evergreens to run the borders and then pretty flowers in front.
What would you recommend as a first basic step that maybe somebody can do on their own before they want to go in and make that investment into seeking your services?
Sure, on your own, if we're talking a front entry, figure out which way you're facing. Like for example, if you face north, you never really get any direct sun, so you know you're kind of shady. If you face south and there's no trees in the way, you get a ton of sun. 2, try and figure out your drainage, and there's a simple way to do that. You dig a little hole, a foot by a foot by a foot, fill it up with water. See how long it takes to drain out. If it takes more than a day, you have bad drainage.
Wow.
Those are 2 major components to the success of plants. But curb appeal is simply just making your house look appealing from the curb. It's as simple as the word sounds. And then landscaping that's, I would say, neat or manicured, or could be whimsical depending on your personal tastes.
Although you've been a landscape designer here for 4 years,
Correct.
You've had decades.
20 years total.
Okay.
Started as a teenager. My father's a landscaper as well, so started under his tutelage, and the moment I could get working papers, I got a job at a garden center. So.
Amazing.
So you do your planning before the growing season starts, and not after. Spring and fall tend to be better times to plant because Mother Nature helps us out with rainfall and cooler temperatures, but you can plant any time of the year as long as you can dig a hole and a plant is available.
Right. Okay, so, but you could essentially have a project done within a season.
Easily, yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
great. Well, thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Of course, I probably should have done the intro before I started to sweat up a storm with my hair frizzing all over the place. We're here at Port Washington Tennis Academy here in the town of North Hempstead. We're talking about summer fun activities, and I'm gonna play some tennis. I really hope I get this over the net. We're here at the Port Washington Tennis Academy with Dick Zausner, who is the president of this organization, and they're in the midst of celebrating their 50th year here. How did you become involved with the Port Washington Tennis Academy?
Well, I became involved because my father became involved. We played some tennis in Puerto Rico and decided he wanted to build his own place. That's why we started small, but it kept getting bigger and bigger.
Your father did this with the intentions of?
Keeping kids off the street and away from drugs. That was very specific on what he wanted to do.
Wow, what an incredible man. And I understand that you host a variety of different programs and also private lessons. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Again, you've just given pretty much the whole thing. We have private lessons.
Then we're done.
That's right. We have private lessons. We have leagues for men and women. Certainly, we run a camp.
And what's the age range that you serve?
The age range of the camp will go down to about 7, maybe 6 if they're extremely agile.
Okay.
And it goes up to 18.
And you have instruction not only at the camps, but also private instruction, and you will take beginners?
Private instruction certainly will take at any level.
Okay.
We also have a program called Trailblazers, which is 4 to 6-year-olds.
How many courts do you have in this facility?
17 all indoor.
Wow.
And we have an indoor running track.
How can someone get in touch with you if they're interested in signing up for a lesson or the camps?
For a lesson, it's called the telephone.
Okay.
It's sort of a new invention.
Throughout the years, I'm sure that you've had some very successful players rise through the ranks. Can you share with us who some of those more notable ones are?
The ones that everybody knows, of course, are John McEnroe,
John McEnroe?
Vitas Gerulaitis, and Peter Fleming. And in 1977, as a matter of fact, the Davis Cup team for the United States was our 3.
Okay, now I'm very intimidated because I feel like I'm going to be playing amongst people who actually set foot.
I don't happen to see him here at this moment,
Good,
so
good,
I think you're okay. Our main goal is education. We want to get everybody a scholarship to college. The college coaches come to us very often.
Okay.
And we sometimes call the college coaches.
As I've gotten older, my tennis has gone bad. So I'm looking forward to getting out on the court. Who do you have here with me?
My head pro is here, who's in charge of all the tennis programs in general, and he will take you down there.
Great, thank you so much.
And he will confirm that your game has gone way down. There's no question about
I'm sure
it.
he will. We're here with the head pro of the Port Washington Tennis Academy. His name is Manny, and I'm going to apologize again to you because I said off camera that I hope I don't embarrass you. Thank you so much for taking the time.
You're welcome. Welcome to the Academy.
Thank you. So
We're going to have fun. We'll see how much you remember.
hold your racket up. Okay.
Well,
can we see the difference in the size of the?
because, for players at your level,
What level would that be?
recreational players.
Recreational. You are really good. Okay. Recreational.
So what they
players.
do is they make these rackets a little oversized, so they give you a bigger sweet spot. The grip, basically, today,
Yes.
the old school is like shaking hands with a racket.
Hello.
So put your thumb around,
Okay.
and that becomes what they call Eastern forehand.
Okay.
So then you go to the hand on top of the grip.
Oh, that's not comfortable.
See, so that's a backhand grip, or called continental grip.
Okay.
This is the one you hit serve with, or hit backhands with, or hit your volleys at the net.
Right.
So racket should be perpendicular to the ground.
This is how I know how to play, like
yeah,
this.
the old, yeah, that's
the old.
Yeah, that's how I hit too.
The different types of courts that are here in the facility between hard court and clay court, what do you prefer to play on for beginners?
This is the hard true court, which is like a clay court.
Okay.
In Europe, they have the red clay, which is much slower.
Ah.
And then you can
You
go
don't
to
have
hard
any
court.
red clay courts?
No, not around here.
Here. Okay, and we should be starting off with this grip.
This grip, all right? That's the Eastern forehand.
I forgot to have a conversation with the balls before we started playing.
Nice and easy. Good. One
Okay.
bounce.
You're not supposed to let it bounce twice, right?
Yeah. Good. Wow. You should be on the tour. All right, let's use some backhand.
Oh, God.
So as you make contact, guide it all the way through before you finish. Extend your left arm further out. There.
Oh.
And then you can rotate your shoulder and the hip into the ball. That's the way. Set. Yeah. Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. That's right.
Why do some people, okay,
What?
prefer to do the two-handed as opposed to the one-handed?
Well, I think what happens, the one-hander allows you to do a lot more variations, but two hands gives you a lot more power.
Okay. I have to tell you what I'm really self-conscious about right now
Oh.
is I've only hit the ball
You got to look at the ball as it bounces.
for a
That's
few
the-
minutes,
Keep your head down.
and I'm
That's
trying
the-
not to breathe heavy in the microphone.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
That, whoa. See, that's like, I mean, tournament
you're
level. Good. That's okay.
I'm not trying to.
Now,
Now, wait, I'm getting my towel.
yeah, you got to do that.
I have to look official.
That's right.
Okay.
Practice your cross court.
Cross
first.
court.
Yeah.
I think I've hit the ball like 20 times. And I'm
All
already
right.
like,
So,
I can play.
oh,
Cross court is diagonal.
so that's right.
Ah.
This is racket back, bounce, step, swing. All right? And then you make contact. There you go. And then ball will go cross court.
Okay. By the way, I think it should be hit because just because you swing doesn't mean you actually hit it. I did it.
Oops, sorry. Go, go, go. Yay! You almost got it. One of the things you have to do is after you hit the ball, you finish while the ball is trying to get back to your neutral position.
Do you know how old I am? I can't.
Keep it lower. Slow down.
Slow down. Slow down, ball.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
good. See, one of the things you have
That
to
counted.
don't feel pressure.
You mean like in this particular situation?
Yeah. Because you're hitting against me, you think you got to do better. So what happens?
Yes.
Ready, Kim?
No. Okay. Do not be better than the pro.
Lift.
Apparently I'm not.
Bring it. Let's see if you check your serve.
Yeah, I'm not so good with that.
No,
Nice.
nobody's there, so you don't have to worry about
Nobody's
hitting
here
an ace.
except for you, the head pro, and the camera crew.
And that's created a foot fault.
I did what?
I mean, you faulted with your feet. You can't go like this, or you can't go like this. You know.
So I can't have any part of my foot touching the line?
Touching the line, yeah. So what happens
Can
is
you show me?
just too much body. So what you do is first thing you
I have too much body, but that's only because I need to lose weight. That's not because of anything else.
let your arms move and then go all the way. See? All the way up and then good.
Oh, of course.
You know.
Just, I need to hear on camera that you've seen people worse off than me.
Oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Flex your arms. And then look at the spot where the ball should be. See, a lot of time, this is where your contact should be, right there. Bring your left arm, release the ball over there. No, in front of the racket.
I can't reach up that high.
No, I'm just
Oh.
yeah, right there. A little more. Don't pull it over, just straight up. That's where the toss, a little more to the right.
It's a lot of stuff to remember.
No, just little things.
This
Yeah.
is it. Game point.
That's match point.
Match point.
$1 million.
$1 million. Oh,
Good, look at that.
and I
Ace.
got it in.
Ace. That was an ace.
That was it. Thank you
Great.
so much.
You're welcome.